Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm JD Fiscus, and today what we're going to be going through is the last step in our sales pipeline. If you first missed the first two episodes, please click the link above. They'll show you how to connect your notes, do some prospecting for a specific client in your CRM. But today what we want to do is we want to build an interactive white paper. And what that'll allow us to do is give essentially a website to a potential prospect, allow them to have interactive information to kind of use as a hook. And with that, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so now what we've done is we've brought in context for our notes, we've brought in context for our particular client, and we even have some draft messages that we could send. What I want to do is I want to kind of make this a little bit more interactive for the user, kind of give them a taste or some kind of gamification even of how to reach out to this person, because we're talking about numbers. So what I want to do is I actually want to take one of these things that we've been calling artifacts in Claude. I'm going to build a small little widget, and then I'm going to send that to the particular client. Now in this case, I'm not actually going to send it, but I'm going to show you how to wire it up so that you can, and we'll go through the different steps, because again, I already have my pitch deck right here. And what I want to do is I'm going to take what I know about this person and I'm going to put together a prompt on the things that I could potentially build. So I already went and did a prompt, and I have examples of the white paper that I might want to send. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, based on what you know about the client, what kind of interactive white paper could I send? And then here's all of my info. And let's see what it comes back with. So again, it's going to build something over here to actually create that particular artifact. All right, so now it's coming up with a particular, I think it misunderstood. So what I am going to tell it to do, oh, it has clickable timeline points. So, okay, so it's actually building out like an interactive PDF, but what I want to do is I want to say, I'll pull in a different prompt, but I'm just going to write a quick one. Real quick, everyone, if you haven't already, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps more than you know. Also, there's the Vibe Coding Retreat community, which you can sign up below. That'll give you access to different challenges and resources that you can use in your AI automations. And with that, let's get back to it. All right, so it's putting together a bunch of different context here. So it's actually, this is putting together some of my prompts. It's giving me success metrics. Let's see. Okay, so we've got pick. We're just going to tell it to pick from one of strategic elements to interactive story. All right, so now it's actually building out a movement builder's playbook as an interactive story. We're going to see what it comes up with. And again, the goal of this is just to drive drive some interactivity, get the user thinking. Maybe it's a calculator, and see how we can actually build this. But you can see it's actually building out HTML over here. I'm going to go ahead and pause this while it's building. Okay, so it's stopped building, and it put together this builder's timeline. So as it's going through, it's basically talking about how to get the most out of building a challenge, and allows the user to have an interactive scroll, as well as more information, gives a little bit of timeline about the user, sees how vibe coding retreat could actually help. And I think what I want to do, so you could even add like a calendar invite on the conversation, start the conversation. So maybe what we'll do is we'll add some things. Add a ROI calculator. And a link to calendar invite. And just so you know, you can actually look at the code as well. You can copy that if you want to edit it. We're just going to go ahead and do this. What it's going to do is it's going to redo the whole thing. And actually, let's and you'll have this historically. So you, even if it rewrites it, which it's going to, you are able to publish the previous versions, right? So I can still look at this previous version and connect to it. But right now what it's doing is it's going in and it's editing the version 2 of this particular piece of code. And again, I'm just going to let this run, and then we're going to publish it. Okay, so now we have our discover your movement building style. We have more things that resonate. We have our evolution. We have our clickables. And now we have our investment ROI. So this will actually show the investment of if you did a cohort and how many sessions you could do per year, and gives the user an interactive way to kind of see, oh, well, if I was doing more of these sessions, and could we talk about doing them? So okay, so this is putting in a calendar invite. Again, you could tell it what calendar link you want, but it did an attempt of what it was trying to do. So now we have an ROI calculator, we have an interactive story, and we have a way to book, and we can actually publish this. So this is going to create a artifact that is now linkable. So I can copy this link, I can go over to the browser, I can put it in, and now I have my interactive sales pitch with ROI calculator and a way to book. And this is all specifically put for my potential client. So the last thing we're going to do, again, I'm not going to send this, but you can go ahead and connect your Gmail. This does give you like information, and it is talking about security. This is another thing that we're going to go through in a different challenge. Security is incredibly important. So we're going to go ahead and connect our Gmail. And so what it's doing is this is a different way to connect Claude connectors. It just gives you, in your settings, you can come in here and click connectors. Now it's asking the same thing about Gmail. It's going to allow me to do Gmail. It can view all the email messages, so keep that in mind, right? You do have to select that if you want to be able to select it. And what we're going to launch back in, and now we're going to, it's taking us back to something else. So it starts a new chat every time. Oh, nope, it actually took us to our chat. Great. So we haven't lost anything here, just so you know. If you scroll up, you can still click and see. Ignore these errors. These are MCPs that I haven't turned off. So you can go scroll up, click. You still have access to all these things. Now we're going to say create Gmail draft messages based on the suggestions you made earlier. Include a link to the, and now what we should be able to see is the fact that it'll hopefully grab all of this information based on what it did earlier, and it'll actually draft out the message. So it's given us the follow-up. Let's see if our tools... Oh, we don't have... Okay, so this is just Gmail search. It's not going to actually draft it. Probably a good thing. But it's giving us multiple different versions of ways that we can take this. So now we could just copy this. You can see it's putting in the URL. It has a link to our quick strategy call. So it's given us like 5 different examples of a way to try and send this out. Right, let's look at all the examples. So the first one is a primary outreach, pretty long. Second one is a follow-up. Another one is a LinkedIn message, much shorter, pretty direct. And then a short and direct version, a value first approach. The other things you can do is you can say like use Ada. I think it's Ada. I don't remember. And then it will kind of like change, but it gives you different ways to kind of connect. So maybe an idea is a mutual connection. So all of these ways are different things that allow you to put together a message based on the information that, again, has been in your context that we've been putting together the entire time. Great. So now we have an ADA structure. Probably need to like remove the attention pieces, but the point is that it'll actually put together different styles of emails for you. So you can do things like FOMO or a hook, and it really just depends on the prompts that you're using. So now that you have everything put together, you have an interactive white paper, and you have the ability to do different connectors. You can connect to different tools. You can pull in your Canva. You can create videos. You can do all different kinds of things. This is how it will streamline your sales pipeline, because you can pull client information in, you can draft specifically towards them, and then you can contact. You can even use this to make certain kinds of campaigns so that you can pull in different people's personal interests, right? And this is a quick way to be very concise and personalized to clients.